Let's bring up FTW for our gamers in the audience. FTW for the gamers in the audience.
All right, I'll move this over here. All right, thank you guys so much. Let me get this sucker rolling. Cool, my name is Mark Bursteiner. We're gonna talk about FTW. Gamers in the audience, you're gonna wanna pay attention. This is a cool little thing that we created for gamers who just cannot stand to lose. You've all done it. It really, really sucks. So really quickly, audience participation. Need your help. Judges too. Show of hands. Who plays Angry Birds on their iPhone? It's a lot of people. Of course you do. Who plays Angry Birds on their iPad? Correct. People at home watching too, hands up. Put down the chips, Pringles, whatever you're eating. Hands up, I can see you, okay? Who plays on both? You have both an iPad and an iPhone. More than you. Come on, hands up. That's right. So each and every one of you, when you started playing on iPad, started your game all over again then, didn't you? Right? Hands up. I started my game all over again. Wow. That's dedication, right? That takes a lot of time, and Angry Birds is a very difficult game. Wouldn't it be really nice if you didn't have to start every video game that you ever played all over again? I mean, Netflix knows where you left off in movies, Audio knows where you left off in songs, Kindle knows where you leave off in books, Audible knows audiobooks. You wouldn't start reading a book all over again, would you? Just because you got off the train, that's what bookmarks are for. Well, we think we fixed this problem for video games everywhere. It's called FTW, as soon as it clicks over. The way it works is we're an API, we work with developers bake it in, and they can actually transfer data from the game, regardless of whatever device they're on, to our cloud, and then bump it back down to any other device, whether it's the same one or not. And since it's synced, it's also inherently backed up since we're handling that data already anyway. Okay, so let's take a quick look at it in action, actually doing some stuff here. Let's switch over to the Elmo if we could. Amazing. So I actually have been playing this game. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it before. It's called Tic-Tac-Toe. It's pretty cool. So these are the buttons. These are the calls that the developers can make. We made this game just as a little dummy so that we could show it, and it's obviously not connected to the network, of course. But it's a pretty fun game. You play X's, you play O's, you get 3 in a row, and you win. It's pretty cool stuff. And what you'll actually see is once we're connected, let's put that on just for some stuff that's pretty to look at. So once we're actually connected, you'll see we'll make some stuff here. There we go. So let's synchronizing, fantastic, very cool. And let's find the game over here. And we'll save that state. You see that little spinner? We're connected here. Let's hit restart and restore. Of course, that's it. And we got to, of course, quit the game. And you'll see syncing, restore, there we go, same stuff. Make 2 more moves, save it again, quit this one. And this is all just demoing each of the calls that the developers are able to make. This is not how it would actually work inside of the game. But we wanted this here so we can actually show all the functionality. And there you go, there's the exact same moves again. So the way that actually works is actually pretty, we can switch back to the slides now, thank you. The way that actually works is pretty scientific and geeky. It's kind of hard to understand, so I don't want to bore you guys with that stuff. All you really need to know is that for a developer to roll their own syncing system would take about 140 hours. And about $100 an hour, you're spending $14,000, and that's not even platform agnostic. That's just on one platform at a time. Or you can integrate FTW, spend about 8 hours per platform, and save yourself a ridiculous boatload of money. Honestly, you'd rather be spending more time on creating more games than creating more features for the one game. And the best part is gamers don't even need to log into each and every game. They only need to log in once per device. So we're actually launching today in private beta. You can head over to getftw.com and sign up. We are looking for developers. We want to work with you. We want to work with your games, and we want to work with your platform, so we are looking to hire you as well. And if you head over, you'll see right now we work on iOS. But pretty soon, in about a month, we'll work on Android. About a month after that, we'll work on Nintendo DS, and then we got to tackle the PSP, the PS3, Xbox, and so on and so forth. We are actually so small that we would love your help in reaching out to developers. So if you head over to the site, you'll see there's an evangelize page there that will help you in reaching out to all the developers. this is what we're looking to hire. So of course, come and find me if you work on any of these kinds of platforms. And we, of course, are looking for investors as well. So please, if you've got some cash, I would love to talk to you. And that's FTW. What we envision is that soon what you're playing will be completely independent from where you're playing it, because no matter where it is, you can't lose. Thank you guys so much.
Okay, Kevin and Tara, I saw that you guys...
Do you have an arrangement with Angry Birds? I mean, you mentioned Angry Birds at the beginning, but that's not one of your
Are
games.
we working with them?
Yeah.
We've been speaking with them. We've been speaking with them for about a month or so, and hopefully being here will bump us up on their priority list. They're very busy with the Rio
But
game
you
that they're
needed
doing.
popular games to make this
Absolutely.
useful
So that
in
was,
any way.
I kind of brushed past it. The Evangelize page on the site, I went through the trouble of creating mail-to links for each and every contact form for all the popular games. So if you guys go to getftw.com/evangelize, we're relying on the gamers to actually reach out to the developers to let them know that this is a feature that they want and need.
That they want in the game, because, you know,
Yep.
XOXO is not the most riveting game.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, I think it's thrilling, but of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this is really cool. I just worry that it's a bridge solution, and at some point in the not too distant future, sort of the ability to sync across multiple platforms will be table stakes.
Yeah.
So do you worry about that? Do you really think you can build lasting value here, or is it just a point-in-time solution?
Absolutely, because, I mean, as far as we see it, OnLive is the next kind of big thing. I don't know if you guys have seen OnLive. It's a cloud-based gaming platform. So everything exists on the server side. All you have is this tiny little box, and all your button presses go to the server, right? That we don't see existing for realsies in actual houses for a very long time, because bandwidth in the US
Did
is
you just say for
trash.
realsies?
I did say for realsies,
Okay.
yes.
For realsies.
Cool. I'll meet you at the malt shop later, Archie.
The bandwidth in the US sucks. So that's the problem with that. And even once the bandwidth is amazing, you still have, it's not like Xbox is just going to go, oh, well, OnLive, you win, you're right. We're still going to have platforms that still going to be platform exclusive games, all kinds of stuff, and users are going to be playing them all.
just
Do you,
really
do you
like
want
in
to
the
talk about
stack itself.
your business model, your revenue model, anything
so
like
we're
that?
actually-
You didn't mention any of that during
We're going
the
to be
pitch.
free all the way up until we're done with the beta, because it's a very touchy subject. We've played with models, but we're not 1,000% sure yet. We're looking at probably charging end users $2 a month or $20 a year, and then giving it away to developers up to a certain threshold once they get popular.
So you're charging the end users.
Both. Yeah, small indie developers get it for free. They do their thing, and then once we actually start to see some traffic, they're actually hitting our servers pretty hard, then we plan to start charging them based on usage.
Shervin, you run a game company? Social game?
So I think this is really cool. We have 30 million users. I'm
quite a few.
happy to start testing it on some of our games on
Thank you.
iOS. So.
Thank you.
Awesome. Closing business deals. I like it.
What one suggestion I would make, obviously between Android and iOS and all the other platforms, I think that's really important.
Yeah.
This is one aspect that's really important in terms of real-time syncing. I would add another layer to this, which would be syncing leaderboards and kind
Right.
of a social layer
Yeah,
of the
so-
connection, so all of it's updated at the same time.
That's absolutely planned. The reason we didn't do it right now is because there are players right now who do it very well, so we decided not to go after them and do our own thing very well for right now.
Awesome.
Any other
Any
questions?
other comments from the judges or questions?
The only other thing I'd say is I just really encourage you to rethink the model on this. I think that when a user pays $2 for a game, they're not necessarily going to want to spend $2 a month just to
Sure.
sync that game.
Yep. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And it's very malleable still. We want to see we want to get as much feedback as possible during the beta period and just kind of see what they're actually willing to. We did a little bit of market research that was very early that people actually said they were willing to pay upwards of $12 a month, per month, obviously. But
What you're
obviously
probably
that was
going to hear from the angel investors and judges is get a foothold.
Yeah.
Make it free.
Yeah.
Make it part of people's daily lives
Yeah.
or weekly lives, part of their workflow, and then figure out the revenue model.
Yeah.
But get to scale first. Get your foothold in this very niche but important space that you've discovered, and then figure it out. Let's
Agreed.
hear it for FTW.
Thank you.